says I want to, but how can I use my football brain and come to the conclusion that yes, they had the opportunity. You had the opportunity to upgrade your coach heading into this season after you drafted a quarterback first overall. You had a chance to bolster your offensive line going in. If you didn't do it then, am I just going to trust that you're going to do it now?
No. Do you trust Ryan Poles to fix this mess going forward?
I have to vote no right now. I want to, my heart says I want to, but how can I use my football brain and come to the conclusion that yes, they had the opportunity. You had the opportunity to upgrade your coach heading into this season after you drafted a quarterback first overall. You had a chance to bolster your offensive line going in. If you didn't do it then, am I just going to trust that you're going to do it now?
No, that's blind faith.
Yeah.
And then,
I want to believe.
This was spurred to me asking you after you watched the film.
Yeah.
I said to you, I go, Waddle, when we knew it, how didn't Ryan Poles know it that he had the wrong coach? When we knew it, how did Ryan Poles know that he didn't have a good enough offensive line? And when they interviewed 9 offensive coordinators, how do they get the worst one? And he's gone after 9 games. How am I now supposed to trust, even if he does get rid of Matt Eberflus, that he's going to get the right head coach?
Do you anticipate that this will be the valley in terms of how you feel about this team? Like, this is, I don't know how to define it. I'm missing the word for it. But will this be
the rock bottom moment?
Yeah. I mean, or do you anticipate maybe next week at this time we're going to be talking about, because that, if you lose to the Packers, you should be beating the Packers, especially in your own building consistently. That's what good franchises do. But that hasn't happened. But when you lose to the Patriots, that Patriots team 19-3 in dominating fashion on your own field, I don't know that it gets worse than that.
Well, look, if we're using history as our guide.
Here comes a 50 burger.
And we're looking at 10 years ago, and we're looking at the Bill Lazor to Matt Nagy to this and to that. It can always get worse.
So
why would we to believe that it wouldn't get worse from here?
Well, that's why I voted no. But again, I'm in a valley right now. I feel like I'm in quicksand and I'm going down quickly at the moment. I want to say yes. How did you vote?
I can't trust him right now.
Right,
and
that's where I'm at.
So, and that's the way Bears fans feel at this moment. Things could change quickly because, Look, at the beginning of the year, we trusted him. 6,500 people have voted already. 6,500. Vote at my Twitter handle, at Waddle and Sylvie. 72.6% of the people say no. They don't trust Ryan Poles to clean up the mess.
There was a good portion of it, a percentage of it, that was blind faith heading into this year, considering how we felt about the offensive line and going into this year with the first pick of the draft as your quarterback with the same coaching staff. So there was a certain degree of blind faith when we all said 9-7 or 9-8, 10-6, 11-6, 9-7, however it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they'll go to the post. That there had to be a certain element of blind faith, considering we all sat here and talked to each other and looked at each other in the eye and go, I don't feel great about this offensive line. I think they should have made a coaching change. But yet we all went in this direction.
But here was something that I misjudged. When last year I cited the 3 games that they blew that we've talked about ad nauseum, the Denver game, the Detroit game, the Cleveland game, we all said, hey, they should have won 10. At the very least, they should have won 9 because they won 7. If you give them 3 or you give them 2 of the 3, those are 9. What we never figured in the math is Eberflus is always going to lose those games. With him as on your sideline, dissecting things in real time, there's always going to be another one, whether it's the Commanders game, whether it's the Colts game. There's always another.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is G Walker, one half of the CNG podcast. And I'm CJ, the other half of the CNG podcast.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
What's going on, everybody? It's G Walker of the CNG podcast. CJ, can you hear me, big dog?
Yeah, I get you, man.
Alan, what's up, Alan? How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Do you hear echo? Because I'm driving.
No, I don't hear echo.
All right, good.
All right, welcome to the CNG podcast, Bears versus Packers pregame show. How y'all feeling, bro?
Yeah, I'm cooling, man. Just ready for the game tomorrow. That's about it, man.
Right. All right, let's get to it. We're not going to waste any more of the people's time. We got 9 people in here. If you have not followed or liked the CNG podcast on Facebook, on X, Twitter, or whatever, or YouTube, please do so right now, man. I'm G Walker. I will be on camera back and forth, having a couple of technical difficulties with you guys. So, but hey, you can still hear my voice, and we're still going to get to it. So the keys to the game, the first key of the game, second and third is play for each other, trust each other, and win as a team, lose as a team. So, CJ, how do you feel about these 3 keys to the game right here?
I feel pretty strong about them. The players definitely got to play for each other. They definitely got to trust each other. That's the number one thing is trust. Hopefully, Caleb can gain that trust with his teammates. Give his teammates the ball.
Okay. So, Alan, how do you feel about the keys to the game, man? What's most important? Like, all this stuff right here is important. They got to play for each other. They got to trust each other. And most importantly, win as a team, lose as a team. So, Alan, what do you think about these 3 keys to the game right here?
Yeah, the one, number 2, is the one that's really, it kind of encapsulates the whole program of what we're saying. Trust each other, because this was a week of a lack of trust. Like, this whole week has been a lack of trust from the organization all the way down to the players. And so we got to get back to working together, and hopefully Thomas Brown can get the offense to work together and put together a good game plan so we can complement our defense.
Yeah, and I like what you both said, man. I'm going to say that the most important thing to me is win as a team, you lose as a team. What we have not seen from this team the whole time since they've been together is unity, man. They lack unity, whether they're winning, it seems like, whether they're losing. Like, let's just go out here in one game and show everybody in the NFL, show the fan base that, hey, we won a tough game and we came together. We lost a tough game, we came together. I don't want to see nobody in the Chicago Bears team looking like a loose end. I don't want to see DJ Moore pouting tomorrow. I don't want to see Keenan Allen giving up on the route. I don't want to see Caleb Williams taking sacks when he don't have to take sacks, bro. I want to see Caleb Williams being decisive. I want to see Caleb Williams throwing the ball to the flat, throwing the ball to whoever's open. You know what I mean, CJ? I just want Caleb Williams to be the number 1 overall pick and be decisive with the ball. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I know exactly what you mean. We all want that for Caleb Williams. The fact is he going to do that tomorrow? That's going to be the key. I don't know if he's going to do it tomorrow. I really have not seen the Bears offense operate like that since, I'm going to say week 4. Hopefully we'll see it tomorrow. We need to.
So, Alan, the unity part of this piece, win as a team, lose as a team. What is coming through your mind when you see that key to the game right there?
Well, the first thing that come together is these guys are looking at different things in their way of logic. Like, you got veterans that won't change, but they're not willing to change themselves. You got guys that's not being accountable, but they want to make their other teammates be accountable, i.e. DJ Moore, i.e. Keenan Allen. You know, these guys are talking about a coach that got fired, but y'all the ones we watch on film giving half-ass effort. So we got to pull this thing together, man. I'd rather lose as a team than to win with individuals. You know, I've always felt that way. And I feel like Eberflus got to find a way to rally the troops, because it's going to be the end for him. And if he don't get these guys together, it's going to be end for not just him, but the GM also.
So CJ, the first one, you know, the second right here is to play for each other. When you play football, man, or any sport, especially a team-oriented sport, you have to play for each other. You got to play for the man next to you. Why do we have to seem like they have to tell grown men to do this? Because they're not playing for each other, man. Why do you think that has not been the culture identifier for this team is playing for each other? Because there's a lot of, what I've seen, a lot of misconception of them actually playing for each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, who's the leader of that Chicago Bears team? You know, to get, to be the one to step up and say, "Hey guys, we gotta do this." You know, who is gonna be that guy, and who are the players gonna go behind? Because really, there's no leader. It's all individuals speaking. You got certain players who's speaking, but nobody's really the leader. That's what I see when you're talking about the Chicago Bears team. I don't see it from the head coach. I don't see it from certain players. I just don't.
Yeah, man, and that's something that we've been saying about Eberflus and his staff. This man that had everybody from the staff, the quarterback coach from last year, the offensive coordinator from last year, the offensive coordinator this year. Man, like, it seems like Eberflus' staff is just not a staff that's sustainable throughout a whole season, and that's not inevitable, but that's got evidence on it to say, because he's going on his third losing season, and the man has never won a road game. So it's something in the coaching that's making everything on this team come apart from the seams, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just gives a bad, funky look, you know. When you got a coach who can't win on the road, you got a team that's just not playing well together. It's just a bad, nasty look, man. Fans are fed up. Fans want Eberflus fired. You know, the fans are fed up. You know, the fans are spoken. Eberflus already know that the fans want him gone. So what are you going to do as a head coach to correct that? You know, do you care more about your money, or do you care about the football team? Before you signed your contract, it was about the football team first. So what do you care about more, this football team, or do you care about your money? Because, man, if you ain't winning, that shit don't even matter. It really don't.
Man, you're right, man. Hey, Alan, do you got anything else to say on this particular keys to the game right here before we move to the next one, Big Dog?
Yeah, I was just saying, the ad that was CJ was saying, that to help a coach out is knowing that they want him to be fired, that comes from the players protecting the head coach. So we'll see tomorrow how the team really feels about their head coach. Because they come out there and play with their hair on fire tomorrow afternoon, then we'll say they rallied for their coach. If they go out there and get the doors blown off, they don't care about their coach. It's going to be real simple tomorrow.
All right, so this is our next keys to the game. We got move the pocket. We got create the turnover. We got maximize the short passing game. And I think these came from you, Alan. right? You give me these?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right, man. You kick it off and tell us which one you want to talk about the most, man. Then we'll go after you, bro.
Well, the one I really want to talk about, I guess, is 4 and 5, but I'm gonna lean more to 4 because of Thomas Brown and what I seen on a couple of things he did at Carolina, trying to move the pocket. And Caleb right now needs a different launch point. I think Shane Waldron was trying to coach Caleb Williams out of Caleb Williams. When Caleb Williams is at his best, he's moving outside the pocket and throwing on the run. So hopefully Thomas Brown can emulate those things that he likes to do and formulate a plan around Caleb instead of squeezing Caleb inside of a box, a Shane Waldron box that didn't work. So that's what we need to work on more so. In 5, defense got to get the turnovers, man. We got to Love is one of those quarterbacks that will turn the ball over. So we got to get in position to make plays tomorrow. We got to at least beat them in the turnover battle, because then that'll give us extra possession to score.
And I agree with everything that you say, man. We got to move the pocket. Look like Shane Waldron was making Caleb Williams not be Caleb Williams, but that comes from a conservative defensive head coach. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been seeing around the internet is that Eberflus is super conservative and I was always asking you guys, like, why are we stalling our offense? And Alan, to your credit, you were saying it's the coach. The defensive head coaches like to play it safe. So hopefully Thomas Brown, excuse me. My bad, Thomas Brown. If that brother listening to this, if Thomas Brown comes in here and do exactly what we want to see is move the pocket, maximize the short passing game, because I think that we got to take those second and 6s, man, make them 2nd and 1s. We got to take those 3rd and 7s and make them 3rd and 2 to get Caleb in the rhythm. Then build off of that, because we haven't seen nothing in this stacked upon progression. Like, we didn't see a play lead to this and a play lead to that and a play lead to touchdown. You know what I'm saying? We don't see nothing in the offense that was having the progression to where we can see a rhythm in Caleb Williams, a rhythm in the wide receivers, or a rhythm in the offensive line. So CJ, out of 4, 5, and 6, what are the most important things to you that you think that's that you want to talk about? Create the turnover, move the pocket, or which one you think that's
I'm gonna say 6 and 5 to me are the most important. I think Caleb, when he's in a hurry offense, he plays a little bit better when he's in a hurry up offense. So I'm gonna say 6 and 5. To me, and the Bears defense gotta create turnovers. They got to create turnovers and they got to stop the run. Josh Jacobs he's a tough player to stop. He's a tough running back. When the Packers got him, I was like, holy shit. Because that kid is a game changer. That kid can run his ass off. And the Bears got to shut that down tomorrow. They got to figure it out. Because up the middle, the Bears are going to struggle. They got to figure it out, man. They're going to have to figure it out. And I think that's one of the
last keys of the game.
Okay.
No, you're good. And that's on the next key to the game is pretty much stopping the run game. But my most important thing to the key of the game tomorrow is to move the pocket, man. Let's move the pocket. We know this offensive line is not the best. This offensive line has been decimated with injuries. Tevin Jenkins has been out. Braxton Jones has been out. Karan, Ryan Bates, Sheldon. All these guys have been done, and no consistency and no stability in the offensive line. So to help Caleb Williams and everybody on offense, I want to see Thomas Brown move the pocket. Move the pocket around so we can avoid penalties, we can avoid sacks, we can avoid everything by trying to make it like this offensive line is just the best offensive line in the NFL, and it's not. So my most important key right here on this particular one is move the pocket. But I also want to see the defense create turnovers, man. I want to see Edmonds tackle. I want to see TJ Edwards do his thing. I want to see the short passing, all that work, man. I want to see a complete game from everybody. You know what I'm saying? They fired the offensive coordinator. They put it all on him, which it wasn't. All of it is not on Shane Waldron. Everybody deserves blame, from the offensive coordinator to the head coach to the quarterback to the offensive line to the wide receivers. Everybody deserves blame. You know what I mean? So hopefully Thomas Brown comes in here tomorrow and maximizes everybody's strength, and we can see some rhythm, and we can see some consistency from the play calling, and hopefully we can see some consistency from Caleb Williams. Because, man, he's been pretty bad, man. Hold on, we got a couple of comments. We got Darrell saying, "Let's go Bears." Carlos, man, how you feeling about this game tomorrow, bro? How you feeling, Carlos? We appreciate you coming in here, man, on this Saturday night, bro. What you got going on? So, with that being said, number 4 for me is the most important thing is to move the pocket. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right. Then we got 7, 8, and 9. Keys to the game. CJ came up with these. Put pressure on Jordan Love. Shut down Josh Jacobs. Shut down Packers wide receivers. So, CJ, you gave me these keys to the game. Elaborate on your keys to the game, big dog.
Well, I spoke on Josh Jacobs, but when I say shut the wide receivers of the Packers down, get up on them, jam them on the line, jam before they get 5 yards off the field. Really make them work out there, to get the football. You got this defense got to really start putting the boom on these teams. Start jamming up these wide receivers at the line. Because if you don't, man, these Packers wide receivers, man, somehow, some way they get open and they catch these footballs. So if the Bears can contain that tomorrow, I think they'll be in good shape. Stay with your man. If you're playing man to man, just stay with your man. The safeties are gonna have to be ready as well.
And I agree with everything you said right there, man. Put pressure on him, shut down the Josh Jacobs, because as we've seen from the Green Bay Packers, Allen, they are a very rhythm team, man. It seems like they do very well off the running game, because Josh Jacobs is a beast, and then that gets their wide receivers going, it gets their quarterback going. So, Allen, what do you think about these keys to the game right here?
Yeah, I like them, man. Especially shutting down Josh Jacobs, because that's the key to their offense. Matt LaFleur likes to run the football, and he creates the pass game off the running game. He's very traditional, like an old school. What was Mike Shanahan's dad? That's how he used to be, with his style of play. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, that's why I like Shanahan's style, and that's where LaFleur came out of with Shanahan. So we got to stop Josh Jacobs and make Jordan Love be one-dimensional tomorrow. If we can make them one-dimensional, then that would be something we can take away. Because, guys, think about it, guys. We're really good against the pass. We're a top 10 defense against the pass. Well, our problem is stopping the run. So if we can find ways to do a lot of run blitzes and attacking the tight end, so we don't give up that outside zone run and make him run inside, we'll be good. Because they run to the tight end side a lot. So we gotta play football when they run to the tight end side, because it's leverage. So we gotta take away the leverage that Green Bay is gonna try to put upon our defensive end. So if we do that, man, we should be able to at least slow down the offense enough where we could particularly hang inside the game or possibly win.
Man, well said said, Alan. We got some comments from Carlos. What up, Carlos? Said bear down. Carlos says, man, if we execute and run the ball and protect Caleb Williams, we have a great chance to win. I believe so too, man. I just think that everything is based off, rhythm and stability and consistency, man. Like, we give up nothing, bro. Like, everything on this offense just fell apart, bro. Like, we're not good at blocking. At least we're pretty good at past great wins for blocking. Caleb just got to throw the ball. But from a standpoint of just consistently doing things over and over,
Right.
and you just got to stop us. It don't matter what we doing. You got to stop us. We don't have nothing in our offensive playbook to where we could just say beat it. Whether it's DJ Moore on the slant, jump ball on Rome Dunze, whether it's Cole Kmet through the middle and keep going through the middle, it never happens for this team. So we're gonna have to do everything in our power to execute the run game, like Carlos was saying right here, and protect Caleb. Look, man, I totally agree. Here, we got Carlos again saying, I was at the game last week and it was going crazy. That was a terrible game, man. That was a terrible game. Carlos again saying defense going to do their job. Sweat back tomorrow, so that will help us stop the run. CJ, do you think Sweat coming back tomorrow will help us stop the run, big dog?
I hope so. Montez got to do something to impact the game, man. We paying that man too much money for him not to impact the
tomorrow,
game.
Help us stop the run game.
Hopefully, Montez Sweat will have an impact tomorrow. I'm hoping so.
So, Alan, do you think Montez coming back tomorrow will help us in the run game, Alan?
Well, I like Montez, man, but he's got a lot of lower leg injuries, man, and if you know anything about that defensive end position, it's all about your leg. So that's why he's not been so effective this year, is dealing with these injuries, these lower leg injuries. He should make a difference, but he's not playing a lot of reps, man. If you notice, Martin is getting a lot of reps since he came back. Martin and Booker. So they're getting a lot of reps on the field right now because they're trying to, work Sweat inside the office. Sweat, we pay him to play 85-90% of the time on the field. But he's not giving us that because of these injuries. So, I mean, he's not done it so far this year. I don't think he's going to play a big role, man. I mean, because of his injury, he barely practiced this week. So, hopefully we do, man. But I think Eberflus going to have to scheme to stop the run tomorrow. He's going to have to scheme. The players are not going to win a lot of one-on-ones against that Green Bay offensive line. So we got to scheme and play call and confuse Jordan Love tomorrow with some zone blitzes. That's what I would do.
Yeah, man, some blitzes sound good because we know for sure that Jordan Love is ass throwing off his back foot. I know that for a fact. So I want to see a lot of pressure, a lot of back foot throwing. I want to see him back foot throw against us, and while Tyreek is back there and JJ and hopefully Byron, we can get some interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
But my most important thing right here is to shut down Josh Jacobs, man. I think that Jordan Love is good when the running game is working, man. That's what I've seen. When Josh Jacobs was on, then Matt LaFleur can start dialing up his plays to his wide receivers. He started doing all kind of crazy stuff. So I think if we shut down the run game and we get them off the field early and often, then we can do some damage. We have to get them off the field. This is a team that can play complementary football very well. They have a head coach that's top 5 is probably a head coach. So they got a good offensive line. So we have to make sure that we're applying pressure and getting to the quarterback. You can't apply pressure and not to get to the quarterback. You can't apply pressure and not strip sack the ball. You can't apply pressure, strip the ball. We don't get the ball and sack it. Like, no, we need to maximize the opportunities to get the ball back tomorrow. Let's leave nothing on the field. You know what I mean? We got to put pressure on Jordan Love. Get that back foot throw going. You have to shut down the package receiver. So I just think that everything has to be fast and furious, man. Eberflus got to get his head out of his ass, but he hasn't been able to do it since he's been here. He only rushes forward. He doesn't blitz. He does all the things that let a good team beat you. Now, he'll put up good numbers against bad teams, but he doesn't do enough to where we need Matt Eberflus to call a defense to where he can maximize opportunities, man. He'll be conservative with a bad team or a good team. So we got to see what type of game Matt Eberflus is going to call tomorrow, man. I'm not confident in what he's going to call. Are you confident what he's going to call, CJ?
Hell no, I'm not. Hell no, I'm not. I want, these coaches got to start holding these players accountable. I have not seen that all season. I haven't seen it at all. You got coaches laughing on the sidelines with the players, man. Like, come on, I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see it. And you can tell that they haven't been holding the players accountable because the players are just doing what they want to do.
Right. And CJ, I think you got your people in here, bro.
Oh, hey man, what's going on? I see you in the comments. Thanks for watching the show.
And then we got Carlos right here saying, I think Thomas is going to do better, but I don't think he's the answer. That's a good take, Carlos. What makes you guys think, if anybody's in here, Alan, I'm gonna send this to you. What do you think if he's really not the answer? Like he'll be a fill-in, but do you think like Carlos is thinking that he's not the answer?
Well, I'm gonna give Thomas I'm gonna give him a chance, man. I hope he's the answer, man. Be honest, but it's so short for him to put his style of play. Because really, he's taking the same offense that we went into camp with. He just got to reconfigure some things and move some things around and communicate and call the plays different. So I think what he's going to lean on is the run game. I think he's going to look through the eyes as a running back and try to win the line of scrimmage by letting our guys go forward. And then start playing a lot of play action game. That's what I think we're going to see a lot of tomorrow. I think we're going to see a lot of running the football. So I think Brown's going to kind of do that part. But like I said, we don't know, man. We don't know what can happen at the end of the day. I hope, but I can't say, because it's not a lot of tape on them.
I got you. And we got a comment from Miss Devine Dawes saying, "No, that's what's up. Much love from you coming from YouTube. We appreciate that, Davine. You've been following the CNG podcast on YouTube for a long time, and we really appreciate you. Thanks for showing up.
Appreciate you the comment.
Yeah, thank you for the comment. So, CJ, I'm gonna go last because that was a good comment by Carlos, and I'm gonna bring it back up. Do you think that Thomas is the answer? Yes or no?
I mean, I'm feeling like Alan feeling right now. I really don't know because I haven't seen too much dialogue with Thomas Brown. I know he was with the Panthers. He had a record of 2-15. So that really doesn't give me much to really go off of. It really gives me confidence to say he's the answer. So I mean, all we could do is give him a chance to see what he's gonna do with this Bears thing. But his record, his dialogue pass really doesn't give me that much to go off of. hopefully, you know, hopefully he could be he could be a better offensive coordinator, better than Shane Waldron was. That's all we can hope for.
But we got a Bears hater in here, man. Well, maybe not. He says he is who we thought he was. Mahomes, they said. NFL ready, they said. Generational, they said. We were right, and the Caleb Colt was wrong. Caleb Kamala Williams is a massive bust.
Man, let me have that one.
Go ahead, bro, because I was about to get him. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you get him after I get him, man. Let me sound off when you do it. I posted something today on the page. I'm to my forehead with this Justin Fields starting quarterback. Caleb Williams will start. He started at least 9 to 10 football teams tomorrow. He'll be a starting quarterback tomorrow. Justin Fields is not a starting quarterback. So they need to come on off that. And Caleb Williams, yeah, he's some of a problem, but he's a rookie. He's only got 1 year with a flamed out coach. That's an organizational flaw. That's not Caleb Williams' sole fault. Then we got a poor teammates around. We don't have no strong leadership around Caleb. You put Caleb with Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs, he would be a lot better quarterback because he's got a stronger support system in the locker room. This locker room is not supporting their own quarterback. And then you got dudes out here like this cat talking about Caleb Williams and Kamala and all that bull jive. Man, that dude is a football player. When I watch him play on Sundays, he gives me more effort than anybody on the football team. Even though he might be wrong in some stuff, but I don't question that young man's effort. He's a football player. So y'all need to come on off that bull jive, man. For real, man. Y'all need to stop that shit, man. If you got a taste for Justin Fields, go on to Pittsburgh and watch him warm up and then walk off the field with his helmet off, meaning he didn't play.
That narrative y'all push it, it don't affect me at all. At all. Y'all keep pushing that narrative.
Yeah, so let me get him. So your name Chris, huh? I hope you subscribe to the YouTube page, CNG Podcast. So, Chris, let me ask you this. You said Mahomes, right? Who is Mahomes surrounded by? A Hall of Fame coach in Andy Reid. Andy Reid consistently done for Mahomes to be Mahomes. Got him Tyreek Hill. Got him Travis Kelce. Got him Pacheco. Every single part of the Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid has put around his generational quarterback. Have we seen the organization from an owner standpoint put everything around the quarterback? Whether that's Justin Fields, whether that's Mitch Trubisky, whether that's Caleb Williams right now. This is an organizational issue. This isn't a Caleb Williams issue. And that doesn't mean he's not above critique or he's not above criticism. That just means you, as a Bears fan, with the Chicago Bears logo on your profile pic, should know this already. So you can't say Mahomes, if we would have drafted Mahomes to the Bears, or for some people in here, or not in here, for some people, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels will be the same, doing the same thing that Caleb Williams is doing right now. You understand that? Let's just make that clear, bro. Don't come in here, especially if you was a Bears fan, and cannot point out the organizational failures and the coaching failures that hindered not one, but two, but maybe three quarterbacks. Chris, you should know better than that. Next time you come in here, bring the facts, bro. Don't come in our show and try to narrative push, try to talk crap. Because that CNG podcast, we keep it real in here, bro. We talk facts. We don't come in here and talk junk. You want to do that? You can go to any other podcast or any other group. We don't do that in here, man. But let's move on to Carlos right here. What up, Carlos? Carlos says the problem with Caleb, Shane gave him the offense to run, and he's not ready for that. Thank you. DJ is a leader. DJ helped Justin to be better. He should be a leader, but he's not. In the beginning of the season, DJ tried to lighten the rookie, but he was told to listen to Caleb. A rookie who don't know the playbook. He should be listening to his wide receiver, understanding how they play, how they run, for some people's routes. This is a beautiful comment. This is a football comment, baby. Shout out to Carlos, man. Shout out to Carlos, man. Let's go. So, Alan, what do you think about this, man? Because I did see them give Caleb the win to check that out because he had the freedom. And you spoke on that the last time we talked, that he shouldn't have been had that much freedom. What do you think?
Yeah, he did get a little too much freedom, man. I think that's what comes down to, like, reeling them back in and get some guardrails up there. Okay, get them, earn the right to have a hurry-up offense. You got to earn the right to do certain things you like to do. You got to prove to a coach. You just can't give it to him and say, go make this damn painting. You got to go get your material. So you got to work. You got to work to that level of throwing the football when you want to do it. And I think once it got to a point where he started doing his own thing, and then when teams start figuring it out and hitting them, then it's like, okay, where do I go? That comes where a coach could come in and say, okay, Caleb, why don't we do this? But it was too late at that time. So I agree with him with that, man, for the plays was a little bit too much after the defensive started kind of figuring him out. The hurry-up offense and things like that. But, play calling is a big thing, and you can't give a young quarterback that much leeway and he's not totally wired in correctly. Like, you got to figure that out first as a coach. You know what I'm saying? He's still got to be developed. You know what I'm saying? Just letting them call plays is not developing him. It sounds like he's developing Shane,
And we still got Chris in here. Shout out to Chris, man. You want to be a real channel, bro. This is your first time coming here, bro. Go to the CNG podcast on Facebook, bro. We rip everybody, bro. We got content pieces on DJ Moore not being what he's supposed to be, what Caleb being what he's supposed to be, Shane Waldron what he's not supposed to be, Eberflus. There's plenty of content, not just on this particular episode, that you can go look up, bro. You know what I mean? So before you come in here judging, bro, go look at our content, bro. And I'm pretty sure you'll love all of our content. There's a lot of content out there for CNG Podcast. This is not our first rodeo. This is not our first show, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but we appreciate your comments, Chris, man. And when it's time to rip them tomorrow, we hope you will be back because we gonna destroy them too, bro. So hopefully you follow us on YouTube, man. And as you can see, we bring up your comments. We're not one of these podcasts that's going to shy away from the smoke. No, we want all the smoke. So keep the comments coming, bro. So CJ, how do you feel about what do you think about that? That maybe he had too much freedom. Is that now? If Caleb Williams was given the freedom and he wasn't executing properly, now to Chris's point, does that mean that Caleb is not who we think he is, or that the offensive line cannot block for him to go through his progressions further enough for him to get the type of plays to do that we need him to do?
No, because here's the thing. When you come in here as a rookie quarterback, you gotta learn the NFL game. You just don't throw a rookie quarterback out there and just say, okay, go freestyle. Okay, go call your own plays. Go do your own thing. You know that's not how you do it. Quarterbacks have to be developed to play an NFL game. And we already know Caleb has not had the full development to be a true quarterback. So I don't know if he's had too much freedom. I don't even want to say that. I just think it was bad. I just think it was bad coaching and bad preparing, and with Caleb not being developed like it should be.
I just think it's a little bit of both. To Chris's point, man, he talking a lot of smack, but I can agree with what Chris is saying, man. You know, Caleb got to be better, bro. For real, for real. Caleb got to be better, man. He got to be better. Okay, because now we're going to see. Now that you got your offensive coordinator fired, now the microscope is going to be on you even more, Caleb Williams. So people that's like Chris, people like this are going to start to sing. And that's okay, because Caleb is supposed to be generational, man, and he should be able to do some things better than most quarterbacks that's coming out of college as the #1 prospect since Andrew Luck. So the microscope is going to be on Caleb tomorrow. The microscope is going to be on Thomas Brown. It's going down, man. So shout out to Chris. Appreciate you having you come in here, man. We got one more comment. Then we're going to get to the injury report. Carlos says, if you remember, DJ was saying in the beginning of the season, the ball should have been here, but he threw the ball where he wanted to put it. So DJ fell back. That was one of the problems in the first few weeks. So you really can't be mad at DJ. He doing what they telling him to do. So this is on Eberflus as a coach. So Alan, what do you think about this comment right here, big dog, from Carlos?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not really a big time DJ guy right now, because when I watch him on field, man, he giving me poor effort, man. I'm sorry.
Right.
I can't defend him. Those throws that I seen early in the year where Caleb was throwing to him and he was going on the wrong route, running up the sideline when you supposed to be doing a back shoulder. It was a couple of times he didn't run his out route fast enough. Like he didn't put Caleb in a position to make a good throw. Now last week, that first down where Caleb dirtied the football, that was on Caleb. But if you run your out route at the top of your route and get to the sideline on a flat line with speed, then that would be a little bit different. But no, I can't defend DJ. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna say DJ needs to work on his stuff. Just like that Green Bay Packer DB said, that's cap. What he had going on last week. Everybody in the league is questioning DJ's work ethic. Former players, coaches, and analysts are questioning his effort right now. So no, I'm not going to defend that joke.
Hey, one thing we do over here, bro, y'all bring it, we gonna bring it right back. So CJ, what do you think about this? Because to me, DJ Moore has the worst body language of anybody on the team. He has the worst commitment to anybody on the team. He looks like he's a selfish type of player. He's always moody. Now, you know you had a rookie quarterback coming in here before you signed that money. You knew that. You knew it was going to take him longer to get on board than anybody else. That's why he's a rookie. Instead of you pouting and crying, I ain't never seen DJ Moore take him to the side and talk to him on the side like a leader supposed to do. Like an OG supposed to do. I ain't seen him do that yet. I haven't seen DJ Moore do that yet. Justin Fields was his guy. He's not here, bro. Now you got, it's time for you to stop playing loser football in Carolina. Now you're not the #1 wide receiver. You got a #9 wide receiver in Roma Doze, who's looking like the best receiver for probably 2-3 weeks straight. Now it's a problem. But when you was in Carolina getting all the catches, you was the man. When you was Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney, and now you was the man. But now you got to be a little bit better, run a timing route a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Get a clutch catch here and there. We don't see that from DJ. So don't come in here and act like none of us are seeing what DJ Moore's been doing all season, because we've been seeing it, bro. And then we're gonna get to the injury report, man. You don't know football. If your wide receiver hand sitting you where you want the ball, that's where it should be. Look at games with Justin and games with Caleb. We're about to sit here and talk about one read Justin Fields, bro. Are y'all serious right now?
But we don't know football. Come on, Carlos. You gotta do better than that, dog. But we don't know football, but you clamoring for Justin Fields, a 13-win quarterback out of 4 years. But you're clamoring for that. A backup quarterback. A backup. But we don't know football.
Y'all bold with the y'all don't know football. That's crazy. Now who the other guy? Who me?
But we don't agree with you. That's why we don't know.
Yeah, we all don't agree. Now we don't know football. Come on, man. Come on, bro. What did I say that was wrong, bro? From the time that Chris came in here talking about generational home, from me breaking down the organizational failures to protect the quarterback, from you talking about DJ Moore. Now we don't, bro. Come on, that's what we saying, man. That's what we talking about. Come on, man. We got to talk ball, man. Let's get into the injury report. Here's the injury report right here, man. How do y'all feel about the injury report? It's just something to see. Anybody in the comments, man. How do y'all feel, man? Because, man, Tevin Jenkins, bro. Man, this is crazy, man. Ryan Poles had 3 years to build this offensive line, dog. This is crazy. And then you bring in the #1 overall pick. And even if you wasn't going to get Caleb Williams with the first overall pick, you knew if you wasn't luckily get the Carolina pick, you knew you was going to get a top 3 pick. And you were going to get a quarterback that you wanted. So the fact that this offensive line is consistently on these injury reports is an indictment on Ryan Poles. You know what I mean, CJ? Can you speak on it, bro?
Yeah, man, he should have he should have drafted offensive lineman in the draft. We've been saying that for the last 3 years. You know, he should have been developing the offensive line. If you're an offensive lineman, you should already know how to develop your offensive line. And Ryan Poles, being a former offensive lineman, I think should know that.
Hold on, and then we got one more comment. Then we'll ask Alan how you feel about it. So Chris, winning is a quarterback stat. There's not anything else on the football field. It's just a quarterback and no offensive line and no wide receiver, right? So right now, you can't say that the Commanders got a better situation than Jaden Daniels, a better coach, a better offensive coordinator than Cliff Kingsbury. Stop with this, bro. Like, it's the quarterback that's winning games by himself. What are we doing tonight? Y'all got to challenge us a little bit better than this, bro.
It's Meathead Central, man. That's why I'm being quiet. It's Meathead Central tonight, dog.
Like, what we doing tonight? Like, everybody see what's going on in Washington. Everybody see what's going on in New England. A better offensive line. This is an organizational failure, bro. You act like Caleb Williams out there by himself. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, this is crazy. We're not protecting him. That's a fact. Like, we got to be real, bro. Like, we don't watch football just to watch the quarterback. That's what y'all do. That's not what me and my guys do. We don't just watch the quarterback and blame it on him or give the quarterback all the praise. He don't deserve praise like that. You think Mahomes is out there winning games by himself, bro, with that terrible-ass team? But they know how to win games in Kansas City, bro. They don't lose games. You think Mahomes out there by himself every Sunday doing everything. And this is probably one of his worst years as a quarterback. What are you talking about tonight? Damn. CJ, what's going on, bro? They thought they was coming here and got some rookies in here tonight or something? Like, we ain't been doing this for 3-4 years, bro?
I don't know what's going on. Maybe they clicked on CNG podcast, thought we was some rookies, some dummies or something. I don't know. But we've been pretty much on point all the way from the beginning all the way through now.
Y'all got to do better than that, man. Y'all got to do better than this. But let us get up off of here, man. So with that being said, we got one more video we're gonna play for y'all, man, before we get up out of here. It's just the Packers and Bears preview. So we're gonna keep this going right here. This is just an injury report. So before we get started, we got to do this, man. Anybody that's still in here, what is your prediction for the game? Who's your player of the game on offense and who's your player of the game on defense? We're gonna start with CJ. CJ, who is your player of the game on offense and defense, and what's your score prediction before we get up out of here?
My player of the game for this Packers game is gonna be Roma Duze. I got the Bears winning this game 28-21.
All right. We got Chris down here saying 38-0 Green Bay. Hey, bro, if we come out here, and this is what we're going to – I hope you come on the post game, bro. I hope you come just because you got good thoughts, bro. We appreciate you. Just because we going back and forth, that don't mean we don't value, bro. We just passionate fans, too. So if we get 38-0, we get zapped. Allen, do you think that Eberflus has coached his last game as a Chicago Bears head coach? I definitely think so, bro. What do you think, Allen?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be fired after the Green Bay game. I think I just Ryan Poles, he had to show me to teach me. He wanted Ryan Poles has not did anything to say to me other than pressuring him to get rid of Waldron. That was more of his move than it was Eberflus. But I don't think he's gonna get rid of Eberflus right after Green Bay. It's gonna have to be forced upon by Kevin Warren. I don't think Poles is gonna do it.
And did you give us your player of the game, offense, defense, score prediction?
Oh, okay. Let me get my player of the game on offense, I'm gonna go with Caleb this week because he's the most important piece right now, man, because that's why we're making all the changes. So I would like to see him get to at least about 250 tomorrow, be sound with the football. And it's okay, Caleb, if you throw a pick tomorrow. Yeah, I just want him to be aggressive, man. I want him to be the Caleb Williams that I've seen in college. And on defense, I'm gonna take the back half, Kevin Byard. I'm gonna take the back half for the reason I'm gonna say is because Green Bay is one of those teams that like to throw deep throws. So if our safeties are out of position tomorrow, we're in trouble. So I'm gonna go with Kevin Byard as our defensive player of the game.
All right, man. We got comments still coming in from Chris. Man, shout out to Chris, bro. We appreciate your energy, bro. I hope you follow us, man. I can't wait to see you on the post game. If we win or lose, can't wait to see your thoughts, man. But my offensive player of the game is gonna be, I'm gonna say Rome Odunze, man. I'm gonna say Rome go out there and show us why he's the number 9 pick again, man. He's been the most consistent. He's been the guy that you probably can't tackle. You know, with one tackle, he breaks away from tackles. He catches. You know what I'm saying? He's just been the better of the wide receivers, man. I think he has the most chemistry with Caleb at this point. So I'm gonna say Rome Odunze. And my defensive player of the game, I'm gonna go with Montez Sweat, man. I'm gonna say Montez Sweat has a good game. I'm gonna say 1.5 sacks and a bunch of hurries and a bunch of pressures, man. And my score, the streak ends tonight. Tomorrow, the Bears will not. And I'm gonna record this, and if we win, I'm gonna clip it up and I'm gonna share it around. The Bears do not lose tomorrow. The streak ends tomorrow. Ooh. I got the Bears 21-20. Bears win. With that being said, I'm G Walker of the CNG podcast. We got one more video. Everybody else is gonna see it?
No, I couldn't hear you, man. It went out. So this is 1/3 of CNG podcast. Alan, see y'all on. Yeah.
Man, y'all already know it is. Y'all already know who it is, man. This is CJ, the other half of the CNG podcast.